Voice of Rams Athletics, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Rams basketball is also sponsored in part by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square, and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Ren Lake College. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital. Raising the bar. Winning Edge. Schmidt Ford of Salem. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. All Stars and Stitches. Central Christian Church. And People's National Bank. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Zerwinski from Mount Vernon Rams basketball. From the Ford Square WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, the Landers Collision Center's pregame show starts now.
And we welcome you inside Teutopolis High School, J.H. Griffin Gymnasium, where the first annual Christmas Classic will tip off in about 15 minutes. Good afternoon. Chris Hugo with you today. Danny Zerwinski was on assignment. He had a doubleheader on the basketball showcase on AM 940 today, where the Woodlawn Cardinals were victorious with the Waltonville Spartans. Now, you can stay up to date with scores from around the area. Today's holiday tournament action, of course, on the Twitterverse at WMIX Sports. We'll post a scoreboard later tonight right here at WMIXSports.com. We welcome you also along on WMIX FM. We're back at our Mount Vernon studio. Of course, Quentin Lloyd is taking care of things at the Powerhouse on Broadway. The Rams come in 7-2. They got a victory over the Waterloo Bulldogs on the road on Saturday night. Meanwhile, the Wooden Shoes come in with a 6-2 record. They finished in 5th place in the Lawrence County Capital Classic. Along the way, they do have big wins over Effingham, Salem, among others. We'll talk more about that in just a moment here on your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Big or small, Landers 6 to them all, 1-888 Landers. That's 1-888 Landers. Landers, of course, has expanded collision centers in Mount Vernon and Salem. Check them out online at landersauto.com. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk more about this one between the Mount Vernon Rams and the Wooden Shoes of T-Town. It's all next here on your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Next is Rams basketball, powered by Community First Bank.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One Account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
Is your insurance deductible met? Do you have sleep apnea? Call the Medicine Shop Pharmacy to order a new mask or supplies for your CPAP or BiPAP before your deductible starts over next year. Our respiratory therapists will take the time to make sure your mask and supplies are a good fit for your needs. The Medicine Shop is also your #1 source for nebulizers and associated supplies. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We have 3 respiratory therapists full-time. That allows us, with our respiratory care, a great deal of flexibility to take care of everything from ventilator needs for infants down to simple nebulizer needs for a sick child, and everything in between: oxygen, CPAP, BiPAP therapy. Our respiratory therapists are wonderful, skilled at that.
We look forward to hearing from you. Give us a call. The Medicine Shop is a locally owned business run by local people. Happy holidays from the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Wouldn't it be amazing if there was somewhere you could listen to knowledgeable discussion, interviews with a great mix of coaches, get the scores, and be entertained? You must have missed last week's Saturday Sports Show. Give AM 940 a couple of hours every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news, and we'll give you the info you need like no one else can. It's your best option this sports season. The Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Powered by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back inside Griffin Gymnasium here on the campus of Teutopolis High School. Chris Hugo with you, Danny Zerwinski on assignment today. We'll be back with you tonight as the Rams will battle the Greenway from Mattoon. That'll be over at Effingham High School. It's all part of the first annual Effingham-Teutopolis Christmas Classic. A nice website they put together at christmasclassic.org. That's christmasclassic.org. complete with rosters, schedules, and so much more. But if you take a look at what's going on here today, there will be two games from T-Town. Very first one, the inaugural game, of course, will be your Mount Vernon Rams and the Wooden Shoes. However, later on today, right after this one, will be Charleston and Al Raby. They are out of Chicago. The Raiders coming out of the Public League. Of course, we'll switch sites tonight where the Rams will battle the Green Wave in the first game from Effingham. That'll be at 6 o'clock. Your pregame will be 5:45 right here. And then the nightcap will be the Flaming Hearts and the Charleston Trojans at 7:30. Then tomorrow they come back here to T-Town to open things up in the morning. At 11 o'clock will be the Wooden Shoes and Mattoon. While at 12:30, full play will wrap up with the Al Raby Raiders and the Effingham Flaming Hearts. Trophy games will be at Effingham High School tomorrow afternoon and into the evening. The first game slated to be the fifth-place game at 5 o'clock. At 6:30 will be the third-place game, and then at 8 o'clock it'll be the championship matchup between the first-place winners in each of the pools. So that'll be tomorrow. Of course, today we're here at T-Town for now. We'll be at Effingham a little bit later on in the day. This is your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Big or small, Landers fix the ball. That's 1-888-Landers. That's 1-888. Landers. You can find them online at landersauto.com. Chris Hugo with you. As I said, Quentin Lloyd back at the Mount Vernon studio. Jeff Crow takes care of video for you, though we're only online with audio today at WMIXsports.com. The video will return January the 3rd when the Rams return to Shagnon Gymnasium where they will battle the Altop Crusaders. So that'll be on Friday, January the 3rd when we return with video provided by Brindley College. Rams basketball, meanwhile, is powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Reminding you to check out the One account, where one means more at Community First Bank of the Heartland with 5 at Jefferson County branches, Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. So we're about 7, 8, 9 minutes away from the start of this one. It's the inaugural game of the inaugural Christmas Classic here between Effingham and Teutopolis. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk more about the Wooden Shoes and their seats to this point. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
This is your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt. I want to thank Mount Vernon and the surrounding area for continuing to support us over the past 5 years. If you have never sat down with someone to go over your insurance program, let me invite you into our office. Let us show you what working with the industry leader, represented by a local agent, can do for you. I'm located just off 42nd Street. You can reach our office 24 hours a day at 242-1421 or on the web at tonywilt.com. Thanks again, and go Rams.
Hi, this is Joy,
Jim,
Melody,
and Monica from People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. All of us at People's National Bank would like to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We truly appreciate our customers and consider each and every one of you to be part of the People's National Bank family. So from our family to yours,
Happy Holidays!
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC.
Here's Jeff Schmidt for Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon.
The new 2014 Malibu has been redesigned, and what a fantastic car. It's got more rear leg room than the previous model. It's got a redesigned front end and rear end. It's a quiet riding car. The fuel economy is one of the best in its class. The ride handling is remarkable. People really like Chevrolet MyTouch. The technology that goes into the Malibu is really second to none.
Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Complete. That's the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois with a full sports medicine clinic, state-of-the-art MRI, a spine care team that focuses on pain management, arthroscopy specialists offering total joint replacement, hand surgery, and complete rehabilitation services. Doctors Chow, Houle, Ahn, Kowalski, Freehill, and Smith stand ready to serve you today with offices in Mount Vernon and Centralia and satellite offices in Benton and Nashville. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Find us on Facebook. This is Rams Basketball from WMIX Sports.
And we welcome you back, WMIX FM, WMIXsports.com. Audio only today. The video returns, of course, on Friday, January the 3rd, when the Rams make their return to Shagnon Gymnasium for regular season play. Today is the inaugural game of the very first Christmas Classic, Effingham-Teutopolis. Glad to have you with us. Chris Hugo with you, Danny Zerwinski on assignment today. Quentin Lloyd is back at our Mount Vernon studio. We're talking about the T-Town Wooden Shoes and their season to this point. Andy Fehrenbacher's team got a big win last year on a Valpo play against the Rams in the St. Anthony shootout last January. But today the Rams look to return the favor on T-Town's home floor here at Griffin Gymnasium. The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, of course, are driven by Ford Square at 1501 Broadway this morning, where you heard Brittany Newman broadcast live until noon. Of course, they have amazing incentives on plenty of vehicles. You can find out for yourself. Talk to an associate at 1501 Broadway or log on to Foursquare.com. So there you have it. That's our mobile studio sponsor, Foursquare. But we're talking about T-Town, coincidentally. 6-2 on the year. They finished at 5th place via tough luck. That, of course, was at the Capital Classic. That's actually a neat tournament in itself. They're in Lawrence County. They split side between Lawrenceville and Red Hill High Schools. Those two gymnasiums started State Classic gymnasiums. But Lawrenceville opened a new high school this year, and so they have a brand spanking new gymnasium. However, Red Hill features a nice facility. T-Town was able to get a big win over Fairfield to open their year, but then Rob Flanagan's Albany East Richland Tigers surprised T-Town 43-40. T-Town rebounded to beat Red Hill, of course, in a game at Bridgeport, 65-36, but that forced a tie, as every team in the pool, of course, I believe only had the one loss. And as a result, in that tournament, T-Town, because of, I believe, free throw percentage, got shoved down to the 5th place game, where they were able to topple the Lawrenceville Indians handily in that final game of the Capital Classic. Since then, it's been a bunch of close battles for the Wooden Shoes. They went on the road to beat Breeze Central a couple of weeks ago, edging them 45-44. Got a 10-point victory at Salem, or against Salem. That game was actually here, back on December the 10th. Then on a Tuesday night, the 17th, flipped past their cross-county rival Effingham Flaming Hearts to a tune of 44-41. And then they wrap up pre-holiday play. They actually lost to KZ Westfield 67-51. And that is their second loss on the season. So that's a look at the T-Town Wooden Shoes up until this point. Of course, the Rams, we all know how their season has worked out thus far. They were champions of the Pyramid Plus tournament, where they went 5-0. Got another win against Muscuda before heading into Cahokia on a game that was made up on a Tuesday instead of a Friday when it was snowed out. So the Rams, meanwhile, of course, lose their first game to Cahokia. It was close after 3. Cahokia managed to use their athleticism and height to pull away. Meanwhile, make it second versus same as the first. The Rams finally get their home opener against the Marion Wildcats. They lose that one in overtime by a point on free throws after time had expired. And then they go back on the road to Waterloo on Saturday, and they get a big win over the Bulldogs. So the Rams are able to finish their pre-holiday play with a 7-2 mark, and I think Scott Gamber's crew will take that at this point. This is your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. They're going to do something really neat here at T-Town prior to the start of this first game. They're actually going to have a color guard. So we're going to take a little bit longer break than we normally would to honor America and honor the veterans in front of us. We will not be able to talk until after they've left the floor. So out of respect for them, we will honor America from Teutopolis High School. It's J.H. Griffin Gymnasium. We'll take a break and come back. This is Rams Basketball, powered by Community First Bank.
Backaches, bad hips, rickety knees? Why not try aquatic therapy? The Red Lake College Aquatic Center has more than a swimming pool. Try a 6-lane, 75-foot lap pool, along with a whirlpool 10 feet in diameter and a 10-foot by 20 hydrotherapy pool. Aquatic therapy is very affordable. In many cases, the tuition is waived entirely. With special access and dressing areas for the elderly and physically challenged, getting in the water is easy. Experts are on hand to assist with various areas of aquatic fitness and rehab. Call 437-5321 extension 1207 or visit rlc.edu.
We've all had dreams of being king or queen. Now's your chance. Hi, Roy Schmidt Lincoln dealer at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. The 2013 Lincoln MKX makes the perfect throne. With all of its splendor and majesty, the 2013 Lincoln MKX continues to be the king of the crossovers. With heated and cooled front seats, panoramic vista roof, and available ambient lighting, you'll wish you would have been driving the MKX sooner. It truly is fit for a king and queen. Drive away in brand new luxury when you trade in any 1995 or newer vehicle and pay only $35,625 plus tax, title, and destination on a 2013 Lincoln MKX. With this amazing deal, our remaining selections won't last. Hurry and see one of our sales associates at Ford Square, Mount Vernon, or view our selection of Lincoln Luxury online at fordsquare.com and find us on Facebook.
More Americans are on the move today than ever before. One of the most popular modes of transportation is the motorcycle. Motorcycles take us to our jobs, school, to the beach, and all around the country. If you're a bike rider, your Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon, wants to make sure you have the best insurance protection while you're riding. Ask about the money-saving auto cycle discount and the experienced driver discount, too. Call Page Insurance at 242-7000 today about motorcycle insurance from Pekin Insurance.
This is Chase Landers from Landers Collision Centers. We want to wish all of you a very happy and special holiday season. We also hope that you'll be safe when traveling to see your loved ones. In the event that something unfortunate happens in your travels, We're fully equipped to handle your vehicle and get it back on the road faster and like it rolled off the showroom floor. That may sound cliche, but at Landers Collision Centers, we believe in maintaining the highest level of integrity and the best quality repairs in the collision repair industry. We quickly process insurance claims and will gladly offer you a car to drive while we restore yours. The last thing anyone needs is to worry about transportation around the holiday season. This is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. If you need us, just give us a call at 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. On behalf of all of our staff, have a happy and safe holiday season. Thank you for your continued trust. We look forward to serving you for years to come.
Streaming worldwide at WMIXSports.com. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
And we welcome you back, WMIX FM, WMIXSports.com. It's the Mount Vernon Rams and the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes coming up in the inaugural game of the first annual Effingham-Teutopolis Christmas Classic. Of course, proud to be here, and we couldn't do it without the very hospitable nature, of course, of both Teutopolis and Effingham High Schools. We want to thank ahead of time Andy Johnson. Of course, he is the athletic director here at T-Town. Of course, you may remember him from not only playing at McLeansboro, but going on to be a coach at Marissa. Always taking care of us there back when the Woodlawn Cardinals made the trip to the Marissa post-Thanksgiving tournament. So we appreciate the hospitable nature, of course, of Andy Johnson. Of course, Dave Waltman is taking great care of us. He is the athletic director at Effingham High School. We'll see him later tonight, but probably the clutchest of them all would have to be media liaison Larry Wilson, who, of course, is a known name here at Effingham and T-Town, is a long-time radio voice, just a solid individual, and they have all taken care of us very well. And we appreciate the hospitality. This will be our only trip to T-Town here in the tournament. Of course, we're back at Effingham tonight. We'll be at Effingham for a trophy game tomorrow. We'll see who joins me tomorrow night. Who will it be? We'll find out. As the teams head to their respective benches, the Rams will be in their away blacks tonight. They will have orange trim. T-Town obviously will be in their home white with gold and navy trim. As we will meet the Mount Vernon Rams first, they are the visitors on the scoreboard, 7-2 on the year, champions of the Pyramid Plus. Let's see who the starting five is in this road to what they hope will be a Christmas Classic Tournament Championship. The Page Insurance starting lineup for the Rams will be number 3, Gilwan Nelson, and number 4, Braden Fitzgerald. Number 23, Doug Gardner. Number 25, Shakari Hawkins. And number 32, Jake Pike will all start for Scott Gamber. Randy Fehrenbacher, the 6-2 Wooden Shoes, 5th place in the Capital Classic. They will start number 2, Michael Drays. Number 20, Cody Will be a guard. Number 40, Bobby Wesley will be a guard as well. Reed Hardick coming back from injury to make a start today. Big man will be Brett Meddy. He wears number 50, and those are your starters. Sponsored by Page Insurance. Call for a quote, 242-7000, or log on to pageinsurance.net. For medical, mobile, and more, it's Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon. So we'll meet the T-Town Wooden Shoes over the PA here in just a moment. We'll get started in just a little bit, but we want to remind you that Rams Athletics and all of high school sports are powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC. Of course, in our halftime show, we'll do our very best to get you the story and the stats. We're also working on getting you scores from around the region today, especially starting with those that we had on WMIX for you a little bit earlier in the day. We'll have the Saturday Sports Show coming your way tomorrow, 8:08 till 10 o'clock, actually after the 8 o'clock news on WMIX. It'll be on AM 940, online at WMIXSports.com. Let's see what we got. You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. There's kind of a surprise loss for Brian Camber's Spartans today. On AM 940, they fell to Century 60-45. Meanwhile, the Conrad Allen Holiday Tournament champion CR Tornadoes ran into the buzzsaw known as the Woodlawn Cardinals. Cardinals actually got a big win from Setzer today. So Woodlawn will play tomorrow again as they will beat CR 55-49. So there's a quick look at some scores brought to you by Tony Wiltshire, State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. Find him online at TonyWilt.com. Look for him in his office. It's 442nd and South Water Tower, or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. It gets you a better state with State Farm. It'll be Brett Meddy, the sophomore, stands about 6'5". He'll be tipping for Andy Fehrenbacher's Wooden Shoes. They go right to left. The Rams will send Shakari Hawkins away blacks with orange trim. They'll go left to right. Tip will be in the backcourt. Reed Hardick with the basketball. Across the timeline, it's the Shoes with a fill off the left wing. With 5 seconds in, no score yet between the Rams and the Shoes. Oh, that's going to be a turnover on T-Town. Betty was looking off to the right sideline for Graves. Caught him napping, and it'll be the first turnover of the night. 7:49 left to go in the first. No score between the Rams and T-Town. Off of the right wing, pitch with him. Throws to the top. There's Shakari. Looking to make a move. Left elbow. Going to go to the paint. Throws off glass too high. Missed shot, and the rebound and opportunity now will go to T-Town on the defensive board. Into the front court. That's going to be Will. Looking in the lane, trying to throw a back door. And call it nerves, call it whatever. Call it nervousness maybe out of the first game of the inaugural Christmas Classic. T-Town already with 2 turnovers. And a scoreless ball game with 7:31 left to go in the first. To Miguel on Nelson across the sideline. Went over to the right wing for Fitz. Left-hand dribble for Fitzgerald up to the top. Between the leg dribble, T-Town opens up in man. It'll be Gilmon Nelson between the circles with 7:17 to go in the opening quarter. No score yet between the Rams and T-Town. Teutopolis, if you will, off to the left wing. That's Jake Pike. Pike's looking to go to the basketball. Baseline, backdoor all alone. There's Doug Gardner. Gardner dug up a basket. It's 2-0 Rams on top with 7:03 left in the first half. Quarter, rather. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports or find us on Facebook. Swing the circles, that's Reed Hardick with the basketball. Now the left wing for Will. Right hand throws over the right. Off the wing, that's Rays. Come out to get it Hardick. Now back into the corner for Will. There's Pike. Rams are in man. Up top, nice play. Withy's going to come down low. Travels with the basketball. Third turnover of the day for the Wooden Shoes. They trail 2-0. With 6:40 left to go in the opening quarter as the crowd is starting to pile in to J.H. Griffin Gymnasium. Over to the right, it'll go across the sideline to the wing. That's Fitz trying to shake loose Shakari Hawkins. No video today. We apologize. Audio only at WMIXsports.com. That's coming out of the corner. It'll be Pike. Pike's going to dribble back. Throws corner Doug. Nice little ball fake on baseline. Says he travels with the basketball. So it'll be the first turnover on the Rams. With 6:22 left to go in the first. It's 2-0 ball game. Sees the Rams with the early advantage over the Wooden Shoes. 6:18 to play in the first half. Across the sideline, Drays to the basketball. Throws left of the circle with it. Now to Will off the left wing with 6:11 to go. Between the circles, Reed Hardick with the basketball. Comes left side for Will. 6:07 left to go in the first quarter. 2-0 ball game. Rams will be able to force 3 turnovers on the Shoes. All alone, Drays will eye the 3. The lefty shot is going to be long. Rebound to go to the back door. The Rams get their first rebound. Believe it or not, that was the first shot attempt by T-Town. In the corner, Shakari's looking to shake the defender. Throws up mid-post. That's going to be off the mark. Underneath, there's Doug. Up good. Doug Gardner has 4 points to start it off. Wanting a timeout now is Coach Fehrenbacher. This timeout is presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy. Wishing you a happy, safe, and healthy new year. Make the best of it in 2014. Visit the Medicine Shop Pharmacy at 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. 5:41 to play in the first quarter. It's a 4-0 lead, courtesy of Doug Gardner. T-Town had 3 turnovers. They have 1 shot to their name, and that was a 3 miss just a moment ago in front of us. Video streaming returns on January 3rd. It's powered by Wood Lake College. Log on to rlc.edu to see how you can save thousands of dollars on your college education. You're going to fly online while you're there. 5:41 left to go in the first. Length of floor inbound for Shoes. Right to left goes T-Town, and the inbound will come from Brett Petty. We're back on the air. 5:45, your pregame tonight as the Rams will battle Mattoon over at Effingham. So a chance to support some commerce for Rams fans between games as they will scatter about Effingham County. 4-0 here across the timeline. It's going to come to the near side for Meddy. Meddy goes back over to the right for Drays. Looks up to the top, Hardick. Now with Will. Will's off the left wing. Looking to go dribble. Nope. Goes to Meddy. Turnaround coming. Picked away by Pike. 4 turnover of the Shoes. Up the length of the floor. Pike's going to scoop it in. So Jake Pike gives the Rams a 6-0 lead. They're quick in transition. Withy's going to come into the paint for the far side. Off glass. No. Rolled off the iron. Rams get the defensive board. Withy had the right idea. And just like that, the Rams have trouble in transition. However, that's going to be out of bounds off of the Shoes, and that'll be Ram basketball. Scott Gamber was not happy. A 6-0 score here in the first quarter. 5:11 left to go, and the Rams are on top. Opposite the scorers table at half court, actually in the front court, will be Shakari into Doug. Looking off to the left, Dr. Pike. 5:09 left in the first. Rams on a 6-0 run to start the game. Thought when they came up here, off of the right wing goes Fitz. Thought when they came up here, this could be a tournament they could win, and we'll see what happens. Fitz will be called for a carry. Second turnover on Mount Vernon. It'll be T-Town basketball with 5 minutes left to go. Community First Bank of the Heartland, home of the one account where one means more. Free checking, high yield interest. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Left corner, that's going to be Wentzy with the basketball. The left hand will stop the wing, looking off the baseline. As Kinter has checked into the ballgame. Here come the Shoes. Up top, that's also Unger. Left wing, Hardick throws back to Will. Swung around, nice little ball fake from the arc. Kinder's going to come baseline, has a shot blocked. Rams will come up with the rebound and have it stolen away, so the Rams turn it over. And now a three from Hardick. Look at T-Town on the board. No. So Hardick tried a corner three. It didn't work out. T-Town now up two from beyond the arc with 4:23 left to go in the first. 6-0, Rams on top. Hardick still on double, throws across the way for Unger. Left-hander now back to Will. He eyes a three. Yes. Will was left wide open to cut it in half. 6-3 is your Ram lead as we near the midway point of this first quarter. Into the front court, Gilwan Nelson. He's going to come off the screen, a double screen. Now back off of the far sideline. It's Pike to the top for Fitch between the circles. Rams in their away black with orange strip. Feet down in their white home unis with navy numerics trimmed in gold. Off the left arc, Gilwan. Bounce past Shikari. They've done a good job of keying in on Shikari. Got past the defenders. They call it a travel. Not sure how to travel with you leave your back foot pivoting, but be that as it may, it'll be a turnover on the Rams. 6-3 ball game, and T-Town has a chance to tie this one up down 3. 3:44 left to go in the first quarter. Wenthy with it off the right sideline. Now they go to Kinter. Left-handed comes to the near side. Going to work it to Unbrand in the corner. They're going to go to Kinter. Will off of the left arc. 3:27 left in the first quarter. 6-3 score. Rams on top. Brown much longer. Nice play. Into the paint goes Will. Had a nice speed coming from the right wing and Ungren. Went off left block and got the shot. Couldn't get it to fall. So Will goes to the line to shoot 2 on the first foul of the game. It'll be on Jake Pike for the reach. It'll be the team's first. Scott Gabriel pace the coach's box here at T-Town. Andy Fehrenbacher remains seated. At least I thought he was seated. Now I see him. As the first free throw is good from Will, makes it 6-4. He has all 4 for the Heart. Make that the Shoes. Quite an adjustment, of course, for the Rams, but the past few years at Centralia after a trek to Carbondale, but mostly at Centralia for the life of Rams basketball and holiday tournament play as Will drains both. First game's here at T-Town. A reminder, the second game against Mattoon is actually Effingham off of the right elbow. There's Shikari. Trying to make a move, doubles back left, launches the rainbow shot, no good, and that's going to be a charge. You weren't supposed to see many of them this year, but that right there is one, and that'll be the Rams' 5th turnover. First foul on Hawkins, second team foul with 3:11 left to go here in the first quarter. And the Rams are not playing very inspired basketball after a 5-0 run by T-Town. So length the floor inbound will come from under. In the backcourt, that's Will. Throws across the timeline to Kinter. He's stuck against Gardner, able to beat the defender. Throws back to Meddy, who's back in. Meddy off the left arc. Dribble out double, throws to Unger. Now a screen. Nope, Kinter's not going to take the shot. Throws back corner for Will. Side steps to the right off the left wing. Go throw back to the right side. Here comes Unger. Leans in for the shot. No good. Unger had a great opportunity. Rams get their 4th defensive rebound of the afternoon with 2:45 left to go in the first quarter. Fitch is going to pull up from up top. No good. Rolls off the iron. Gilwan tried to get it as well. He's going to come up with a Fitch. He's going to steal away the defensive board. And let's see what Shikari does with it off the sideline or baseline. Still Reeves with it. It's Reeves, Nelson, Mike, Fitz, and Gardner for the Rams. They beat Doug inside. That's going to be a foul on a reach as Gardner went inside. That foul looks to be on Justin Kinter. That would be his first, team's first, with 2:25 left to go in the opening quarter. Right now, it is 6-5. Rams on top, hanging on. Pike was wide open. Going to come off a ball fake left, launches a 17-footer, goes over the backboard. It'll go along with the Shoes. Pike had the right idea, put just a little too much on it. We're going to have a timeout on the floor. It'll be a 30-second variety. I'd have to imagine Scott Gamber wanted that timeout with 2:19 left to go in the opening quarter. This timeout presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. They wish you a happy, safe, and healthy 2014. They can also get you back to health here for what's left of 2013. Or help get you back to health. Your pharmaceutical needs. Don't forget about CMS Mobility Rehab. Front row. Not a good time for the iPad to go down, but it's back up, and here we go. Out of the timeout, T-Town basketball. We'll be a link to the floor inbound with 2:19 left. Chris Hugo with you. Denny Zerwinski is on assignment. We'll be back together sometime after the holidays. 2:15 left in this one in the first. 6-5. Rams on top. Out of the corner for Undgren. It goes to the top. Swung around to Will. That was a quick touch by Kenter. Kenter with it up top from Will. 2:03 left to go in the first, so a 6-5 ball game. All 5 of the points belong to Will for T-Town. Off the right wing, good ball fake against the man defense. Hardick going to kick out Unger. Ball fake throws off to the right side. 3 on the way. Will is on an 8-0 run. Cody Will has 2 threes in the quarter along with a pair of free throws, and it's now 8-6 T-Town with 1:43 left in the opening quarter. Unbelievable. Fitz coming down the left side. So that's kick back, and that's a travel. And as well as the Rams started out here in this one, they look equally, if not worse, here over this 8-0 T-Town run. But give Cody Will a lot of credit for the shoes. With 1:38 left to go in the first, his team's up 2. And Will is going to get a needed breather here. It'll be Fitch, Hawkins, Nelson, Wilson, and Jones for the Rams. 1:32 left to go in the first quarter. 8-6 lead for T-Town. Coming off the elbow to be kicked to the near side. Drays a 3 on the way. No good. Rebound to go to the back door. Big offensive board for T-Town. Will wants it off top, but he's already back in. Had the right idea, just couldn't come up with it. So now it's in the near corner for Hardick with 1:12 left in the first. 8-6 the T-Town lead. Will, another 3. No. Yes. That's when you know things are going your way. Will has 11 first-quarter points, 3 from beyond the arc. That one bounced up and dropped right back down with less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. With the basketball, it's Blake Jones. Coming off the left of the circle, now throws back to the far sideline in front of the T-Town bench for Nelson. And now Nelson shakes his defender, throws him a lobber, no good. Rebound will be stolen away by Shikari. Actually, I will give him credit for the rebound. 3 from Jones is no good. The Rams will not come up with this one. They're going to say it is off of the Rams. So the Rams had the right idea. They're just going to come up with anything. An 11-0 run by the Shoes. That is not what you want if you're Scott Gamber. So now it'll be a length of inbound, actually out of the corner for T-Town. They have an 11-6 lead, believe it or not. The Rams allowed an 11-0 run. With hot man right now, the high hand is Cody Will, but it is going to be Meddy inside, and that's going to be a reach-in foul. Take your pick of Jones or Wilson. It'll be the 3rd foul of the Rams here in the first quarter. Unbelievable. Can't play like that and win many ball games. Right now, T-Town on top, and that's going to extend here as they go backdoor to Devin Smith, who's fouled. That'll be the Rams' 4th. And Smith will go to the line to shoot 2. So Jones, who just as quickly has 2 fouls, and now the first free throw is no good by Smith. That'll be the first miss in quite a while for T-Town. Haven't missed any thus far. 2 for 2 from the line to start. Now 2 of 3 as Smith goes back for the second with 22.4 seconds left in the first. Rams trail 11-6 and make it 12. A 12-0 run, but finally somebody other than Will has scored some points for the Shoes. Rams to the backboard with 18 seconds across the timeline. It's Nelson. Left of the circle, now to the circle with 14. Looking back over the far sideline, Pike. Pike looking back to the near side. Doubles back, goes off to the far sideline for Nelson. The Fitz in the corner with 7. Fitz with the right hand, dribble at the point. Now he's going to dribble in the lane. Layup is going to be good by Fitzgerald to make it 12-8. Can the Rams defend here? And they will. After 1 quarter of play, it's T-Town 12, Rams 8. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Dig in with full contact coal miner training at Red Lake College. Learn in our new 20,000 square feet coal mine training center. Use real equipment like continuous miners and power sitters, and check out the new mine rescue and fire safety training tunnel. Associate degree and occupational certificates available.
We're full contact, hands-on coal mining. Real equipment, real live, all the time.
What are you waiting for? Call 618-437-5321 and get started.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams basketball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
One means more. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Free checking and high-yield interest is asked for one at Community First Bank with 5 Preston County branches. They're the official voice of the Rams, who trail right now after 12-8. At 12-0 run, gave T-Town this big advantage. It's up 4 now. It feels monumental after a 6-0 Ram run to start the game. Rams with basketball in the front court. That's Gilwan Nelson with the Rams shot. 4 of 11 from the floor. T-Town just 30%, but those 3 threes from Cody Will were huge. Off of the right arc, Shikari's going to back it up with the left hand. Throws to the circle now for Fitz. 7:35 left in the first half. Rams had notions of trying to win this tournament. It's coming in. A double pump for Fitz. It's going to be left short. Rebound will go to the Shoes. Shoes absolutely cleaned up on the glass right now and quick in transition. And that'll be a turnover from T-Town as Wimpy had the right idea coming from the near wing. Just took a couple too many steps. So T-Town with another turnover. That's their 4th on the afternoon. 7:22 left in the first half. Rams the basketball side of the bounce. It'll be Nelson in the front court off the wing. Into the corner for Fitz. Back to Hawkins. He'll come up mid-post off glass. Good. So Shikari was previously 0 of 3 from the field, but has rebounded nicely with 2 points here. Matty out of the paint. Going to have to throw it back. Scott Gamber wanted the turnover. Not going to happen. Off of the far wing now. Will looking for Meddy. Starters for T-Town. Turnaround coming off glass, and that is going to be a blocking foul on Pike. So Brad Meddy gets his first good look at the game, gets inside and gets it now to the line for the end one to try to the T-Town lead 5. Meddy probably about 6'5". Not the tallest man on the T-Town roster. 6:56 left. And we'll make the end one. My apologies. That was actually on Luke Wilson. So 15-10, 6:56 left to go in the first half. 5-point game. As will be Nelson in the backcourt with it across the timeline. Looking to spin back to the circle. Throws right to the circle for Reeves. And he was trying to lead Pike. Was able to find him in the right corner. Pike's going to get rid of it to Nelson. Had to strip away. Turnover on the Rams. That'll be their 7th of the afternoon thus far. As T-Town's still with it. Dylan Reeves never gave up and was able to force the turnover. And then turns it right back over. You've got to be kidding me. As Reeves was trying to get the timeout to maintain possession. Scott Gamber not happy. It's every right not to be. As the Rams thought they had earned that turnover. 6:36 left to go in the first. The Raiders of Raby High School have made their way into T-Town. They'll have Charleston upcoming. 6:30 left to go in the first half. It's a 15-10 game. Cody Will at the basketball. He has 11 in the game, all in the first quarter. As Fetty's fighting for in the lane, Mike will come in and force the jump ball. Scott Gamber is absolutely brutally not pleased. With 6:16 left in the first half. WMIX FM, WMIXSports.com. Glad to have you with us. You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. 3 from Hardick, in and out. And the rebound will go to Pitts. So the Rams get their first rebound of the quarter on the Hardick Pitts. Here comes Shake up the right side. Nice play by Hawk. So they count the basket, but there's a foul somewhere in there. The trail official will come up to say and assert and suggest. So that makes it 15-12. Looks like Shake's going to end up with the line for the end one chance, and how big that would be. Shikari looking for 5 in the quarter. Free throw, no good, believe it or not. The rebound will go to the Wooden Shoes. Up ahead, here comes Meddy. Throws one up. No good. Threw it from the right side. It was an awkward-looking shot. Rams get the rebound to the front court. It's Shake. From the baseline, right-hand layup is good. Hawkins had 6 in the quarter, and just like that, Andy Fehrenbacher wants the timeout. The Rams are back within 1. It's 15-14 with 5:49 left here in the first half. Chris Hugo with you, solo today. Danny Zerwinski is on assignment. We'll be back to full strength probably after the new year. He'll be assessor tomorrow for the Woodlawn Cardinals. Should they, well, actually, they're guaranteed a Monday game regardless. Oh, scoreboard update. Get that to you when we can. Looks like Belleville East, who beat the Lady Rams yesterday in Mascoutah, loses to Mater Dei today, 39-24. Belleville East won at Collinsville today. The boys, 65-55. See what else we got. At the half, Assessor, Christopher leads Storville 27-26. At Mater Dei today, Briarcrest beat Carlisle 57-45. Looks like at Vandalia, St. Anthony beat Greenville 62-50. That scoreboard update is presented by Tony Wilcher, State Farm Agent of Mount Vernon. You can find them online at TonyWilt.com. Or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town and get you a better state with State Farm. We're coming out of your Medicine Shop timeout. Of course, Dr. Rick Black and staff at Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Mount Vernon would like to wish you a happy, safe, and healthy New Year. Also, see you prosper sometime in 2014. T-Town with the basketball, late to the floor, 5:44 left in the first half. Hardick with it up top, wanted the screen that wasn't there. Will has 11 points in the game. He drained 3 bombs from near the top back in the first quarter. 15-14 now. It was a great 12-0 run by the Shoes, but the Rams since are on a run. That could change. Ungrid makes a big three from the top. So make it 18-14 now. Rams trailing. Ooh, a nice dish off the left side for Pike, and there's Shikari. Shikari's managed to find some wiggle room underneath. He has 8 1/4, all 8 for the Rams. They trail by 2. It's 18-16 with 5:06 left. Ungrid with it off the left wing to the top for Hardick. 5:02 left to go in the second quarter. We'll have your second chance auto halftime show after the break. We'll go over your scoring and stats. We'll get you a Tony Wilk scoreboard. Oh, so much more. Stay tuned at the half here on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Looking at the defense. Nice backdoor play to Meddy. Good find by Ungrid. Meddy has 5 in the quarter, and T-Town gets it back to 2 possessions, 20-16. Reeves with it. Past the circle with 4:36 left off the left arc. Here comes Shikari. Off his back foot, launched a shot. It was no good, and the rebound will be to Reeves, but throws it away. So Dillon had a good opportunity there, but just going to come up with it. Shikari had an even better look. He's now 4 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter with 4:20 left. Rams down 4. Oh, a nice runner in the lane. Cody Wilders away. 22-16 is your score as the Shoes are up 6 with 4:10 to play in the first half. I don't think this is what the Rams have conjured up before coming into this one. Into the corner, it'll be Nelson. Had it off the fingertips, and this time Will get a step in front of Fitz. And they're going to give it to T-Town. It went off of Will. Scott Gamber's not happy, asking for an appeal. And if they are to get together and talk about it, they'll find that this should be Ram basketball. They will make the correct call. And you will always appreciate when officials get together to do what's right. It's certainly not an enviable or easy task. Come out here in front of a bunch of yelling fans and media personnel and try to see everything on the floor. 4:01 left to go in the first half. Rams with it, side of the bounds. It'll be Nelson with it at the circle, throwing off to the left side. 4-6 with 3:55 left to go. The Rams are down 6. It's 22-16. They trail 12-8 after 1. They were up 6-0 at one point, though. Right wing, that's Pike. Skip pass will be to Fitz. Nothing there. T-Town quick to... I started to say quick to shut Fitz down, but he threw up a rainbow shot over the taller Timbers. Get the Rams back within 4, 22-18. Good 12-footer by Fitz. And that is going to be a foul on Meddy. Try a little bit of a flop there for Brace, but the Rams will take it as that'll be a turnover on T-Town, also an offensive foul on Brett Meddy. I believe that should be his first, just the team's third. So the Rams get it back, and let's see if they can take advantage of the turnover. They were getting points off of turnovers early in the first quarter. That has since changed. With 3:28 left in the first half, it'll be Fitz off of the right wing. Left-hand dribble by Brace to the top. With 3:24 left to go, the Rams are down 4. Could use another bucket. Let's go on Nelson off of the right timeline. Now the right wing for Brace. It's a screen from Shikari up top. Goes off to the left wing for Pike. There's Gilwan Nelson all alone. Mid-post. It's going to be Shikari. Kicked out to Pike. Fitz was all alone and won it, but there's Cody Will there to shut him down with 3:06 left to go in the first half. Rams basketball, remind you, is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland, home of the one account. One means more at Community First Bank. Left corner 3 good from Jake Pike, and that gets the Rams back within 1. 22-21 as the Rams are making a bit of a comeback. Winsty in the post, going to kick out. 3 on the way, and this looks like it's going to be off of the mark. Hinter missed it. Rebound went to the Rams, who are down 1, 22-21. Now in the paint. Shikari, I think, screamed my bad on that. Was able to get the points. Shikari has 10 in the quarter, and the Rams are back on top, 23-22. That is Sandshafer with the basketball coming off the near side for Justin Kinter. Kinter with it up top. Nope, that's Kinter coming from the near side, throws it away in the paint. Doug Droger's going to throw it up ahead. Here comes Fitz. Yes. Threw it up ahead to Fitz, throwing up the right side, and it has been a storm of Rams basketball. And a nice little run here, up 25-22 with 2:07 left in the first half. T-Town turned the ball over and has taunted them a few times. Wenty has it in the near corner, looking back to the top for Kinter. Doubles back off of the right elbow. It's going to shove off to Will, and that's going to be a foul on Gilwad Nelson. It's one that everybody knew it as it was happening. That's just the 15th foul on the Rams, who've done a nice job of controlling themselves a little bit better here in the second quarter. Next game will be a battle of red. This will be the Charleston Trojans and Al Raby, the Raiders. 1:54 left in the half. Winsky with it up top. He's going to dribble inside. Left-hand layup's good. He parted the defense and went left. And Bobby Wimpy picks up his first points of the game to make it 25-24. So we are back and forth here from T-Town. The Wooden Shoes down one. Rams with the basketball in the front court. That is Braden Fitzgerald. He's going to go right off the block. Tried to contort the body to get the shot off against a taller Wimpy, and it's going to haunt the Rams there on a shot that was just short. Good effort, though, by Fitz with 1:27 left in the first half. Rams clinging to a 1-point lead. Hike, Fitz. Looks like starters for the Rams. That one's going to be thrown off of Nelson, off of his hip. It'll come down to the left baseline, and Meddy's there, but leaves it short. Rams will get the rebound on the Meddy miss, and here they come into the front court. It'll be Shikari. Want to go length the floor, jump stop the lane, backdoor Gardner, no. And T-Town comes away with the rebound with 1:02 left. It's Hardick with it off the left arc. Unless to the top. Hungren, rather. Will off of the right wing to Hardick, top of the key with 54 seconds left in the first half. Like a home game for the Wooden Shoes hosting this tournament, at least this first session, as Wimpy wants a baseline chase. It's no good. Rebound will be tipped around. Finally up top, a three counts from the Wooden Shoes. They get another offensive rebound. Meddy makes the best of it. So they missed the three, and now T-Town's back on top, 26-25. Can the Rams take a halftime lead in the locker room? We will find out. Well, they play for the last shot. On the near side with 19 seconds, that's Shikari. We're in the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square at 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Worldwide at FordSquare.com. 9 seconds left. Within the circle of Shikari. Can the Rams get the bucket here and take the lead? Trailing 26-25 off the right side. The Rams will turn it over. And T-Town will take the lead in the locker room. At the half, it is the Wooden Shoes 26, the Rams 25. This is Rams basketball powered by Community First Bank.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
America is a nation on wheels. Everyone has at least one automobile. We use them for shopping, work, everything we do. But they can be a threat. Some accidents can't be prevented. Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crown View in Mount Vernon, can help protect you from a large financial loss when an accident happens. Call Page Insurance today at 242-7000 about low-cost auto insurance from Pekin Insurance. Ask them about the many money-saving discounts that are available. Depend on your hometown professionals. Pekin Insurance.
This is Chase Landers from Landers Collision Centers. We want to wish all of you a very happy and special holiday season. We also hope that you'll be safe when traveling to see your loved ones. In the event that something unfortunate happens in your travels, we're fully equipped to handle your vehicle and get it back on the road faster and like it rolled off the showroom floor. That may sound cliche, but at Landers Collision Centers, we believe in maintaining the highest level of integrity and the best quality repairs in the collision repair industry. We quickly process insurance claims and will gladly offer you a car to drive while we restore yours. The last thing anyone needs is to worry about transportation around the holiday season. This is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. If you need us, just give us a call at 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. On behalf of all of our staff, have a happy and safe holiday season. Thank you for your continued trust. We look forward to serving you for years to come.
Your spine is a miracle of engineering, so when pain strikes, your body is telling you to get help fast. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is proud to feature their spine care team. Doctors Kowalski and Smith, the professionals at Orthopedic Center, specialize in back and neck pain. So put our spine care team on the job. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Stop the pain, fix the problem, and enjoy life again. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois.
There's a good reason why Second Chance Auto has been in business for 33 years. They believe in doing business the right way, with honest deals. It's the only way they know. And thanks to Second Chance Auto, you don't have to head out of town to get financing. They offer bank rate financing to everyone. Yes, everyone. You'll find a great selection of quality vehicles with 3-month or 3,000-mile warranties. Come see why they've been successful for 33 years at Second Chance Auto. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Second Chance Auto halftime show starts now.
And we welcome you back to J.H. Griffin Gymnasium here for your Second Chance Auto halftime show. There's a reason Second Chance has been around for 33 years. No fancy sales or gimmicks, just honest deals with great deals at Second Chance Auto. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Here at the half, the Rams trail T-Town 26-25. If there's anything worth noting, it is that the Rams outscored T-Town in the second quarter 17-14 after trailing 12-8 after one. Here on your Second Chance Auto halftime show, we'll have your scoring and stats. We'll have a scoreboard update. We'll have so much more. But we need to take a quick break. This is the Second Chance Auto halftime show on Rams basketball, powered by Community First Bank.
Is your insurance deductible met? Do you have sleep apnea? Call the Medicine Shop Pharmacy to order a new mask or supplies for your CPAP or BiPAP before your deductible starts over next year. Our respiratory therapists will take the time to make sure your mask and supplies are a good fit for your needs. The Medicine Shop is also your #1 source for nebulizers and associated supplies. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We have 3 respiratory therapists full-time. That allows us, with our respiratory care, a great deal of flexibility to take care of everything from ventilator needs for infants down to simple nebulizer needs for a sick child, and everything in between, oxygen, CPAP, BiPAP therapy. Our respiratory therapists are wonderful, skilled at that.
We look forward to hearing from you. Give us a call. The Medicine Shop is a locally owned business run by local people. Happy holidays from the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball.
And we welcome you back to J.H. Griffin Gymnasium on the campus of Teutopolis High School, home of Unit 50, home of the Wooden Shoes. And the Shoes have a 26-25 lead over the Mount Vernon Rams here at the break. We'll check out some scoring and stats. Don't forget Second Chance Auto on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Of course, no fancy sales or gimmicks, just honest deals. That's why Second Chance has been around for 33 years. That and the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles priced under $10,000 in one location, along with bank rate financing for all. Taking a look at your team shooting there in the first half, the Rams were 11 of 21 for 52.4% from the inside. They were 1 of 2 outside for 50%, 12 of 23 from the floor for 52.2%. Just one free throw, they missed it. That was in the second quarter. For the Shoes, they were 5 of 13 inside. They started 0 of 5 in the first quarter, but got back to 5 of 13 for 38.5%. They were 4 of 9 outside for 44.4%. And up their ante to 9 of 22 from the board for 40.9%. Free throw shooting, a little bit of a bigger edge, but not much for the Shoes. 4 of 5 for 80%. Rams did out-rebound Teutopolis 12-11. Rams had 8 defensive rebounds, while T-Town had 7. Turnover disadvantage, and probably a difference there, especially in the latter portion of the first quarter. Those belong to the Rams, 9-6. Looking at your individual scores, the Rams have 4 in the scoring columns, 1 in double digits as Shakari Hawkins has a team-high 10. 6 points from Braden Fitzgerald, 5 from Jake Pike, and 4 for Doug Gardner to give the Rams 25. For T-Town, they have 5 in the book, 1 in double digits. Cody Will has a game-high 13. 11 of those were in the first quarter. 7 points for Brett Meddy. All of those were in the second. 3 points for John Ungren. And 2 from Bobby Winthy to give us our halftime score of the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes 26, the Mount Vernon Rams 25. We have plenty more to talk about on your Second Chance Auto halftime show. Stay tuned. We'll come back with a scoreboard update. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, Roy Schmidt Chrysler dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. The 2013 Chrysler 200 sedan could be the perfect recipe of beauty and luxury with an added pinch of safety. The 200 Touring has beauty outside with powerful LED accented headlamps as well as precise chiseled profile. Inside, it's nothing but luxury with leather, heated seats, navigation, and Uconnect technology. With 0% financing or a total of $3,500 in incentives, on the 2013 Chrysler 200, we are guaranteed to find a payment perfect for you. Chrysler is so confident in this IIHS top safety pick that they're offering a 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty that is unmatched by Honda, Toyota, and Nissan. You must come see our associates at King City Chrysler, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, or shop us online at kingcitychrysler.com.
Watch the Rams online at WMIXsports.com. Powered by Ren Lake College.
And we welcome you back here in T-Town. 26-25, the Rams trailing here at the break. This is your Second Chance Auto halftime show. Chris Hugo with you solo today. Quentin Lloyd back to the Mount Vernon studio. Jeff Crow has made the jaunt up here as well. So glad you could join us on WMIX FM Mount Vernon or worldwide at WMIXsports.com. Pardon me, taking a look at some scores from around the region. We split on the WMIX Sports Basketball Showcase earlier on AM 940. The Woodlawn Cardinals will see tomorrow. They'll actually see Monday now. They're assured of a trophy. They beat CR 55-49. Century beat Waltonville today, sending the Spartans home for the holidays 60-45. So, the Cardinals will play tomorrow. That game will be on AM 940. You can listen to it as well at WMIXsports.com. As we take a look at some of the other scores from around the area, and oh boy, are there plenty. You can find many a retweet on our Twitterverse at WMIX Sports. Looks like Christopher and Goreville are tied at 44 down at Cesar. Fairfield hanging on against Union County, Kentucky at the El Dorado Holiday Tournament 17-60. And about 50 other tweets about Mount Vernon T-Town. We'll get there. Highland leads Carlisle at the Modern Day Holiday Tournament 30. Actually, no, it's tied 32-32. My apologies. That is after 3. Looks like actually at the half, Union County leads Fairfield 32-26. No tweet. I apologize. And that is somewhat of a quick look at your scoreboard update. Presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Find him online at TonyWilt.com with 4 minutes physical address on the corner of 42nd and South Watertower in Mount Vernon. Or try to find the white State Farm Jeep around town. We'll get to the second half here in just a moment. It'll be presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking and their 5 Jefferson County branches. Responsive quality service for all of your accounts and 1 checking. Just ask for 1. Free checking, high yield interest. 1 means more. Community First Bank. Sorry about that. Video streaming when it returns on Friday, January the 3rd is powered by Red Lake College. Yeah, you can save thousands of dollars on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu. Rams will start the second half with the basketball. As they switch sides right to left. Elbow jumper from the right is no good for Pike, so he comes up short. Rebound will go to Teutopolis. With shoes in the front court with starters. That is going to be Drains off the left corner. Throws to the top for Hardick. Ball fakes trying to go left. Mid post throws back in the corner. 3 on the way is no good. It bounces around. Betty comes up with the rebound. Lost the shot as he falls. Somehow T-Town, I don't know how they got a rebound off on that one. So 2 offensive rebounds. And now this will be a foul on the shot. It's going from the left post. The Rams will reach in. I believe send Reed Hardick to the line. No, that's going to be Cody Will. That'll be the second foul on Jake Pike. First of the half for Mount Vernon as Will goes to the line. He was a hero in the first quarter, making 3 threes, tallied 11 points, put the shoes on his back, and now he makes a key free throw here. 26-25 is your halftime score. Now T-Town up to 27. Looks to make another for the free throw line. Drains both, 28-25. 3-point lead now for the Wooden Shoes. Rams, of course, will have the Greenway from Mattoon in the nightcap. It'll be the opening game at Effingham at 6. We'll have a 5:45 pregame right here. Coming up top, Pitch was trying to tip one in the lane, and this will be an unforced error for the Rams. Nobody touched that in the paint. Went off Gardner's left hand. And it'll belong to T-Town. Turnovers hurt the Rams in the latter part of the first quarter. 7:12 to play in the third. It's 28-25 Shoe. Will with it off the left side. Looking up top. Going to find a wide open Wenthy for 3. No, it's going to be off the mark. Rams will get in there for the rebound. Their first rebound of the quarter off the T-Town miss. Into the front court. Nelson looks at the back door. Nelson, after he got rid of the basketball, tripped into Michael Graves, and that is going to give a turnover to the Rams, the basketball to the Shoes, and that is going to be a foul on Nelson, his second, team second. Talk about having insult to injury. Have you seen the new shop Winning Edge has in town? 212 South 9th in Mount Vernon. We'll talk more about that after a travel. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Got away with the travel. So T-Town's going up the left. That was Will. He was fouled in the way, and that's going to be an inbound underneath for the Shoes, and that'll be the third team foul for the Rams, third on Jake Pike. Say more about Winning Edge after this. Up top, that's Meddy with the basketball. Looking around left. Good find for Reed Hardick. 3 on the way. Looks good, but it's just short. The rebound will be tipped to the Rams. Hardick's going to come up with the basket. We're going to have a jump ball. That'll go back to T-Town. Oh, unbelievable. Winning Edge, anyway. Of course, a large selection of MVTHS apparel, customized Rams gear. They customize anything you'd ever want on active wear. Probably one of the longer-lasting promotional products. See our friends at Winning Edge, 212 South 9th in Mount Vernon. Coming around from the left, that's Reed Hardick with the basketball. Left wing, going to try to blow past Wilson. Throws it away at the back door. Shikari comes up with it. Going to have to watch out for the defender. Almost had it back tapped away. 6:20 left to go in the third quarter. It's 28-25. The Rams are up a tray over the Wooden Shoes in a true road game. Near side, Fitzgerald's off the left wing. A right-hand dribble. Steps top. Launches a three. Good. And Fitz knocks one down to the top. He has 9 on the game, and that'll tie her at 28 with 6 minutes left to go in the third. Now Fitz trying to wreak havoc defensively. There's a pass in the corner. 3 on the way from Will. No answer. Will left it short. Now T-Town's going to recover the rebound, and they'll throw it out of bounds. .5:47 left to go in the third quarter. 28-28. The Rams Shoes are tied. Here on the road, it's Teutopolis High School and J.H. Griffin Gymnasium. Scott Gambro barked out a couple of orders. Wilson's going to come from the near wing to the top for Fitz. Back over to the far sideline. Nelson skips it over. That's going to be Shikari looking to go baseline. Shut off by a double team. Good defense there by Meddy and Winther. Back to the right wing. Fitz is up against Cody Will with 5:26 left to go in the third quarter. Tie ball game, 28-all. It's one of Mount Vernon's favorite sons. Ken Williams is in attendance. The Saluki Hall of Famer, the MVTHS Hall of Famer. Now, assistant coach in Tennessee. As Will is going to steal it away on the turnover. Layup's good. Cody Will ignites the crowd. 30-28. T-Town with 4 points off the turnover. They're going to pick up pressure in the full court as Fitz calls timeout. No choice. This timeout is presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy at 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. T-Town up 2 after forcing the turnover. Will turned it into 2 points with a left-hand layup at the 5:03 mark, and now Fitz with pressure in the backcourt and didn't have much choice there. But to call the timeout and save the possession. We have a bevy of coverage going on this week. Of course, we're spending time at Cesar-Valier. DC will have the call to Woodlawn Cardinals tomorrow. That's not complete, I want. So it should be another busy day, and of course we will have the Saturday Sports Show tomorrow morning from 8:08 until 10 o'clock. Right here on AM 940. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. The Rams basketball length the floor out of the timeout presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Dr. Eric Flagg and staff are so proud to support the local community. Well as Rams and Lady Rams athletics. Now, out of the timeout, the Rams will have it. 5:02 left to go in the third quarter. 30-28 your score. Rams are down a deuce. Fitz tied it with a 3 up top, but then Rams defended but turned it over in the front court. So it'll be Fitz coming around for the mid-post shot, partially blocked, and that's going to be a foul. As it clanks off of the back iron, and Braden Fitzgerald to go to the line to shoot two. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, I ruled on the side of Thomas Fitz. This is actually going to be a charge on Fitz. Turnover to the Rams. They're 5th of the quarter. And Scott Gamber's not happy. Scott Gamber does have a right to be upset. A point of emphasis is supposed to be more blocking calls and less charging unless somebody goes in like a bull in the china shop. So with 4:43 left to go in the third quarter, a 30-28 game, and T-Town with a chance, they're going to turn it over. Dylan Reeves got in on that play. Here comes Fitz in the front court. The Rams racing with 4:34 left to play in the third. It's Hawkins with it off the left wing. Don't know if that's the way I would have called that one. Of course, there's one that went the Rams' way earlier I didn't agree with. As Nelson's going to go to the bucket. This is going to be off of the right block. Go want to go to the line. Nelson goes to the line to shoot two, trying to get his first offense today. And hoping to tie it up for the Rams. That foul will be on Ryan Sandschafer. That'll be team's first, his first. Deke. He'll line at the line. He'll make the first. The First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of high school sports here on WMIX. You can find them online at comfirstbank.net. Find out more about the One Account featuring free checking and high-yield interest. Always bank on the hometown team, Community First Bank. Nelson at the line to try to tie it. Made the first, leaves the second one short. Shikari's going to sky for the rebound. However, it'll be tipped away. Rams will have it. Scott Gamber wants a timeout, and he'll get it. It's a good job by Shikari. Held on to it long enough to where Scott Gamber could get the rebound. 4:18 to play in the third. It's 30-29. The Rams are trailing by a point. In the inaugural game of the first ever Effingham-Teutopolis Christmas Classic. They have a great website at christmasclassic.org. Timeout is powered by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Dr. Eric Black and staff would like to wish you a happy, safe, and healthy holiday season. The Rams will have it come out of the timeout. Left of the bucket on the cheerleader baseline with the award-winning Rams cheerleaders. 4:18 left. It's going to be a lob in the pitch, just past an outstretch Will. Pitch on a turnaround. Going to count, trying to drop it off. Shikari turn around for the lead. No. Shikari couldn't come up with it. Rebound will be plinking around to the Rams for their second offensive board of the day with 4:06 left to go in the third. Off of the right arc. Shikari attempted a three. Now he's going to paint it to the back door. Nothing there. Rams will turn it over. Forced pass for Reeves. Reeves is in the picture. So we're a bunch of topless arms. 3:49 they play in the third quarter. 30-29 game. Rams down one. Off of the right wing. Kinter with the basketball to the top for Meddy. Ungren was left wide open. Now Will catching the release. No good. Thought Will was going to drain that one. The rebound will be tipped out. It'll go back with the Rams. The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by Ford Square at 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon. You can find their inventory online at FordSquare.com. Amazing incentives to close out the year. You'll see Roy Schmidt Company at Ford Square of Mount Vernon. Rams come out of the corner. That fits with the basketball. Steps to the left wing. Luke Wilson all alone up top for the lead. Three on the way. It's no good. Rams going to come up with a good effort there by Wilson. Rebound will go to T-Town, and we are going to have a call in the backcourt. I didn't see it. I was looking down to mark something off my list. Shikari picks up a foul. That'll be the Rams' fourth. 3:18 to play in the third quarter. Don't forget to give us a follow on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Will into the front court off of the right wing. To Meddy at the free throw line. And that'll be a travel. No doubter there. Meddy had the right ideas. He was going to try to go baby hook and then looked off into the corner. Before he passed into the corner, he'd taken too many steps. For the Rams, it is Gardner, Nelson, Fitz, Shikari, and Pike. It is the starters for the Rams. As well, Nelson was all alone. Shikari couldn't believe it as it goes inside. Shikari can't come up with it. We're going to have a verticality foul here. Nelson got the rebound off of the miss inside. That'll be just the second foul of the half on T-Town. Inbound. Nope, not going to be on the backside. It's going to be wide open to Fitz. Fitz will try a three. Over the defender. Good. Braden had 6 in the quarter. The Rams have a 32-30 lead over the Wooden Shoes with 2:48 left to go in the third. Into the front court will be Cody Will looking off the right side. Right-hand dribble. Deep right wing. Now throws Sandschafer. Off the left double. Back to Will. Will steps on the arc. Has a man up top. Kinter. Instead goes for Ungren off the left. To the top for Meddy. Off a screen. Will's going to come off the left wing. Looking to go baseline. Now a nice ball fake. Going left will be Kinter. Has it stripped away by Pike. Third turnover of the half. And Pike will turn over in the front court trying to get fancy on the dribble. Now Fitz will come back with it. That'll be 2 turnovers for T-Town. 1 turnover for the Rams on that possession. But I have no idea what DC would say about that. I don't know what you could do worse or we could do worse better. Kleiner. Community First Bank, always bank on the hometown team. Ask for one. One means more at Community First Bank of the Heartland. free checking, high-yield interest. It's a one-possession ball game here. 32-30 is the Ram lead with 2:13 left to go in the third frame. Side of the bounds is the backcourt. The Rams go right to left, and they're away black with orange trim. Off of the right wing will come Fitz. Just this Pike with 2:05. Fitz, and NBA three is no good. Left it short. Fitz was trying to go for the shock and awe, and the rebound will go to T-Town in the front court. Fitz is down to the backcourt. Will missed an easy layup. Rebound goes to the Rams. So Fitz is all alone. Fitz feigned injury. Stayed behind. Rams defense in transition able to connect, and it's 34-30. The Rams' largest lead to 6-0. Far sideline, that is Will. Up top, that is going to be Hardick. Back to the right side for Dre. 34-30, the Rams. On top by 4 with 1:24 left to go in the third quarter. Off the left, Hardick. So to scoop it back, Will. Up top, Quincy, the lefty. Mel's going to go back to the right side, off of the wing for Dre. Dre hasn't been able to do much. Missed a couple of three tries today. Off of the right wing, Will. Now to Dre's in the corner. That's probably going to be a radio jinx before we know it. Back to Will, right corner from the wing. Dre's all open for a three. No good. Missed another three try. Got his own rebound. Now looking to go left corner. Dre's is all alone again, getting it back from Quincy. Trying to zip a pass. Turnaround coming in the paint. No good. No good from Jordan Paley, and the rebound to go to the Rams here. Their fifth defensive board of the quarter, and here come the Rams quickly in transition. And now Fitz is going to go for the runner, and that's going to be another charge. Never mind the fact the defender was shuffling the feet. Fitz is going to go in, go baseline, and for a season in which we were told there would be very few charging calls seen in the high school game, that is all we have seen here today. So another turnover on the Rams. That'll be their eighth in the quarter. Scott Gamber beside himself. And we will just leave it at that. Tough job. Really not much more you can say, to be honest. As into the front court, it'll be Matty off the left elbow. Drew some contact, nothing there. Going to turn inside, back door all alone with the left hand. It's Gray. 34-32, the Rams are up a deuce at the moment. For how much longer? 18 seconds left to go. Here in the third, the Rams up 34-32. It's Shikari with it on the far sideline. Right in front of Coach Gambers. Now with 6 seconds, it's Fitz. And that is going to be a three launch, and it's no good. From three-quarter court, no, they get to the front court at the right wing, no good at the buzzer. After three quarters, the Mount Vernon Rams 34, the T-Town Wooden Shoes 32. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
Are you interested in a career in the culinary arts but can never afford the high cost of cooking school? Rend Lake College has a low-cost recipe for success. For as little as $5,500 per year, you can get a quality culinary arts education in your own backyard. That even includes books, tuitions, class fees, and supplies. Learn to master domestic fare, pastry, and foreign cuisine in Ina, Illinois. Save thousands on a culinary arts education at Rend Lake College. For more information, log on to rlc.edu/culinaryarts.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball.
Oh, big difference in that quarter, the fact that T-Town goes 2 of 12 from the field and turned the ball over 5 times. Rams on top 34-32 as we head to the fourth. Just underway, Chris Hugo with you. Danny Zawinski on assignment. Quentin Lloyd back in our Mount Vernon studio. Off the right wing will come Jake Pike. Throws to the top for Fitz. The Rams go right to left. Rams did a great job there in that quarter, outscoring T-Town 9-6. Now the Rams will turn it over. Got to be kidding me. Into the front court for the tie. Left short by T-Town. Rams will get the rebound. That was Graves on that one, and now the Rams get him back and make him pay. Shikari picks up 2 more points, and it's now 36-32. The Rams are up 4. Matty with it up top. Looking to a three from Hardick is no good. Rebound, that was actually going to be a foul on Jake Clark, his fourth. Rebound went to Matty, but all in all, Rams will reach in on a foul. We'll do our best to get you stats in the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. As to the line, will go Meddy to shoot the one in bonus on the Rams' 17th foul. Brett Meddy. And 7 points from the night thus far. 36-32 score, and his first free throw is good. He'll get another. Not a position you want to be in if you're the Rams. Some foul trouble with only a 3-point lead and 7:15 to play in the fourth. Second one's left short. Rebound will go to the Mount Vernon Rams. Second rebound of the quarter of the defensive variety with 7:11 to play here in the fourth. It'll be Nelson with the match ball to the right sideline for Fitz. 7:06 left. Back to the circle. That will be Shikari into the corner for Wilson. Wilson back Shikari between the circles. 6:58 left to go in regulation. 36-33. This one was down to the wire last year at the St. Anthony shootout, these two teams. T-Town came up with a brilliant Valpo play and was able to come up with a layup to win the game. And now, Fitz is trying to take control. He takes over on that possession at the very least. Comes up with a huge shoot as he split the defense. T-Town into the front court, down 5. 36 left to go. Into the right corner, Hardick wanted the three tries to go past the defender, curled around. And now Hardick comes up with his first points of the night. 38-35, back to a possession. 6:24 left in the fourth. Fitz on the left arc. Runner-up for MVP, voting at the Pyramid Plus. That honor went to Shikari. 6:15 left to go. Fitz is going to try to, going to kick it out now to the right side. This one is going to be out of bounds. Off of T-Town. Had the right idea there. Drayton has 16 points on the night. He leads the Rams. 6:09 to play here in the fourth quarter. Rams in the front court, side of the bounce in front of the scorer's table. Wilson with it off the left arc. And now far side coming. Far side take it away. That's Shikari Hawkins. Picking up 2 more. He now has 14. So now off to the right side. Hardick thought about a three. Side steps right, beats the defender, but leaves the shot short. And because the shot was so bad, the Rams are going to pick up a foul. Hardick had the right idea, but give him a lot of credit for having the intestinal fortitude to come back from the injury he was battling and even be in this game. So that foul will be on Doug Gardner, his first. Hardick will go to the line to shoot 2, where he'll make the first. 40-36 the score. Free throw's good. It is 40-37. The Rams are up 3. The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by King City Chrysler. Check out the 2014 all-new reintroduced Jeep Cherokee at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon. 5:38 left to go. Rams will inbound. It was tipped out of bounds, actually. A foul on T-Town. That was Drace. My apologies. Off the right wing will come Gardner. Dribbled off a foot, recovered. It's the Shikari off at the far baseline with 5:26 left. He'll back into the corner. Rams up 3. Going to come around, curl, delay the shot, left it short. Nobody there for the Rams for the rebound. It goes to T-Town on the missed opportunity. And in the front court, that's going to be Will off glass, no good. Wilson tipped it back. Wilson had the rebound, was fouled from behind, no call. Will puts it up again and gets another rebound. Unbelievable. But this one will be Meddy, and it's good. Meddy from 12 foot out on the right side. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. 4:56 left, 40-39. Rams on top for how much longer? It's going to try to go, has his momentum stopped and stripped away. Recovered to put it up and in. That was a fine how do you do from Braden Fitzgerald. Thought he was fouled underneath, and for all intents and purposes may have been. After the defender got the ball back, and now we're going to have a timeout. Probably a good one to take here for Andy Fehrenbach. 42-39 is your score. Brought to you by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy is this timeout. The Rams are hanging on by 3. Medicine Shop obviously proud to support the Mount Vernon Rams, as well as the local community. 42-39. If you're wondering what they're talking over here, both teams trying to control the tempo here in the fourth quarter, and it's not really working out for either side. Scott Gamber, meanwhile, probably a little beside himself, feeling that some of the calls may not have gone his way, but that's just part of it this time of year. Whether you like it or not, you're going to see different kinds of officiating you take to the road. The Rams were actually 3 of 10 there in the third quarter. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So not a horrendous effort by the Rams by any stretch of imagination. I was actually cheating and catching up on my stats that I wasn't able to catch up with due to a Twitter issue there at the end of the third quarter. But right now, we're about midway through the fourth. Top of the hour here on WMIX. We'll pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
WMIX Sports is WMIX FM, Mount Vernon, Marion, and all of Southern Illinois. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Powered by Community First Bank, indeed, and we're so glad to have them as the official voice of high school sports here on WMIX. Community First Bank, home of one account featuring free checking and high-yield interest, not the home of Cody Will. He's going to draw a foul coming from the right side. As Will is going to go to the line to shoot the one in bonuses. This is just the 19th foul on the Rams. I have a sneaking hunch that Mr. Will is going to make these, because that's the third foul on Nelson, as he'll make the first. 42-40, down to a one-point game. Cody Will has another to line. He'll get the back end of the 1-and-1. And what a job Cody Will has done here today. 14th down. Unbelievable, unmistakable. As he'll make both. What do we tell you? What a great day for that young man. Certainly making a case for all tourney honors in the tournament. 1-point game. It's 42-41, 4:23 left. And now we're going to have a foul, and I don't believe that Mr. Drace likes that one. I don't know that I necessarily saw that either. That'll be just the 15th foul on the shoes. Inbound will come side of the bounds. It'll be Gardner with the basketball. iPad, now's not the time. As Pike's going to come from the far wing, pulls up, far elbow, shot is no good. Rebound out of the reach of the Rams, and here come the Shoes on their third defensive board of the quarter. And now come up with an opportunity that's missed down low. Hardick had the right idea. Rams will get the rebound. Into the front court comes Shikari. 3:55 left. It's 42-41. The Rams with the deep-down Wooden Shoes. As that was tipped away, Nelson finally goes after it. Now forces the pass down low that's going to be stolen away. Not very good play there by the Rams. That trip down the floor into the right corner. It's Winsky. Back to Drays off of the wing. Now go swing around to the left side in front of the T-Town bench. It's going to be Hardick. Putting the defense all alone, yes. Hardick having a quarter in the night. The Shoes are back on top, 43-42 with 3:23 left in the fourth. And now the Rams will turn it over in the front court again, looking for the pass on the sideline, and with all due respect, got lazy. So T-Town will have all of the momentum if they can extend this lead here with 3:18 left to go. Definitely not what you want if you're Scott Gamber at this juncture. Down one, off the right side. Wentzy beats the defender. Bobby Wentzy got underneath the defender, and there you go. There's the momentum. Not quite the game yet as the Rams are down 3 with 3 minutes left to go. Video streaming returns to WMIXsports.com in January. Powered by Ren Lake College. RLC.edu where you can save thousands. Find out how. Fitz from the baseline is no good. And this may be where the Rams start to unravel. Hardick beats everybody back in transition and gets the bucket. Hardick came off to the right, and now T-Town's lead expands to 5, 47-42. And Shikari's going to force one into the paint. Nobody there for the rebound. The Rams unraveling before our very eyes with 2:26 left, down 5. You can't play like this and win a game on the road. And I say on the road because it's T-Town at T-Town. 3 on the way, Hardick. No good. Left it short. It goes over the backboard. Rebound will go to the Rams. I'm not trying to speak ill of high school kids, but you can't play like that and expect to win many ball games. Especially against a team, a program that's notoriously spectacular defensively, as T-Town has always been. Rams down 5 by the basketball. Fitz a 3 is left short. Rebound will be sent out of bounds along with the Shoes. That'll be their 6th defensive board. They'll be on the team variety. And you just kind of get the impression, the feeling that things right now, it's all T-Town. And not hard or difficult to fathom and or understand. 3 on the way, Winsky, no good. It's off the back iron. Not the shot they needed at that point, but they can throw on rebound. It's Winsky. So that's good. 49-42, and the Shoes are up 7. The Rams will turn it up. No, good save by Pike out of the corner. He'll launch a shot that's off the mark. And the rebound will go to the back door. Another rebound for T-Town, and they're in the front court quickly. They're up 7, 49-42. Not much the Rams are able to do here in the quarter. Throwing to the top. Had a wide open three. Decided not to take it. Good move. Wesley's going to swing it back around. Fitz wanted a piece of it. That's going to be a foul on Fitz as he reaches in. And to the line to shoot two will be Michael Drace. Doesn't quite have the aura the Rams were hoping it would. Of course, at this point, and if they should happen to stumble, nobody to blame but themselves. Much as you hate that. As the first free throw's good by Drace. Make it 50-42. Second one's up and no good, but the Rams get the rebound. Going to take a lot for the Rams to come back in this one. Their fifth defensive board to kill on Nelson. Oh, that's a short feet. The defender back did everything but makes the bucket. And with a minute 10 left, there's going to be a foul underneath as Meddy came up with a defensive rebound. 8th defensive board for the Shoes here in the fourth quarter. And what an impressive come-from-behind performance from the host Wooden Shoes. As Brett Meddy will go to the line to shoot two. He is 2 of 3 today from the line. First one is good. Make it 51. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of high school sports here on WMIX. Always think of your hometown team at Community First Bank of the Heartland, featuring free checking and high yield interest. It's one account, one means more at Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. First one was good. Meddy has another on the two-shot foul. He'll miss the second. Rams get the rebound. However, they are down 9. A minute 7 left. Fitz races into the front court. Has Wilson all alone, but it's stripped away by Meddy. And the Rams turn it over for a fourth time here in the fourth quarter at an inopportune time. With 57 seconds left, Fitz is going to poke it away. First turnover, T-Town. Layup, no good. And the Rams miss the bunny in the fourth quarter when nothing is going right. T-Town recovers. And here come the Shoes. That's going to be a foul on Fitz. And you give credit where credit is due, but hey, you leave it at that. 45.4 seconds left as Cody Will go to the line. And the game kind of changed with Cody Will knocked down 3 threes in the first quarter for 9 of his 11 points. But while T-Town trailed by as many as 5 at one point, he just really never felt comfortable. As Will will make the first, he'll probably make the second. Let's see if he makes the second. It makes us right. Yep. So Will has 21 in the game and has had an impressive performance. 53-42 the score. Rams down 11. Fitz from the far side. Layup no. The Rams are just ice cold from the field right now. I think Scott Geber wants to be put out of his misery, saying do not foul. Down 11 with 30 seconds left. Winning Edge has a new storefront in Mount Vernon. Check out all of their apparel at 212 South 10th and South 9th Street in Mount Vernon. Unexpected shot by Meddy that time. 18 seconds left. It's 55-42. And now Wilson's going to eye a three. No good off the mark. Rebound will go to T-Town. 11 defensive rebounds. And ice-cold shooting from the Rams are going to give T-Town a victory here. The Rams are back in action against Mattoon tonight. 55-42 is your final as the Rams fall here in game number 1. Unbelievable. We'll tell you all about it in your Spitzer Relay postgame show. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
Wouldn't it be amazing if there was somewhere you could listen to knowledgeable discussion, interviews with a great mix of coaches, get the scores, and be entertained? You must have missed last week's Saturday Sports Show. Give AM 940 a couple of hours every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news, and we'll give you the info you need like no one else can. It's your best option this sports season. The Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Powered by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
Hi, this is Susan,
Kevin,
Joe,
Star, and Nina
from People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. All of us at People's National Bank would like to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We truly appreciate our customers and consider each and every one of you to be part of the People's National Bank family. So from our family to yours,
Happy Holidays!
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC.
Farming is critical to the continued growth of Southern Illinois, and I couldn't be more thankful for the service of the agriculture industry. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. We want to salute Farm Bureau members with a special incentive on remaining new 2013 Ford F-150s. If you are a Farm Bureau member, trade in a 1995 or newer Ford Ranger, you can purchase a new 2013 Ford F-150 two-wheel drive for only $18,000 plus tax, title, and destination. All you have to do is finance through Ford Motor Credit. Wow! We can't thank farmers enough for their dedication, but we can offer everyone in the Farm Bureau a great, honest deal on America's #1 truck. Come see one of our sales associates to get the best deal on the heavyweight truck champion at Ford Square, Mount Vernon, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, or shop us online at fordsquare.com and find us on Facebook and Twitter.
What does technology sound like? Is it the clang of heavy machinery, the beeps and chirps of an electronic gadget? At the new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center, technology sounds a little something like this.
It's the sound of a young girl excited because her mom's being released the same day as her minimally invasive surgery. Thanks to the Da Vinci surgical robot, our surgeons' hand motions are seamlessly translated into smaller, more precise movements. But surgery isn't the only way Good Samaritan is raising the bar for advanced healthcare in Southern Illinois.
That's the sound of a patient's health record being updated and stored electronically for immediate access by nurses, primary care doctors, and specialists alike. That's why soon, the new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center will use all electronic patient health records. Less paper translates to faster, better care for you. And that sounds a little something like this.
The new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center, raising a hospital, raising the bar.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show starts now.
Schmidt Chevrolet. Find their inventory online at schmidtchevrolet.com or see for yourself at 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon. They present this postgame show. Of course, Rams basketball is always presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. I'm Chris Hugo. Back at the Mount Vernon studio is Quentin Lloyd. Jeff Groh took care of the video today. As the Rams fall here to T-Town, of course, in the inaugural game of the Teutopolis Effingham Christmas Classic, as the Rams fall 55-42. So they fall by 13, and Baker's doesn't. We have much more to talk about. In fact, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Tell you more on your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. This is Rams basketball, powered by Community First Bank.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
For 16 years, I wrote about the area's great teams. Now I'm part of a great team, the sales team, Schmidt Ford of Salem. Hi, folks, it's Mike McManus, and I'm proud to be part of the Schmidt Ford family. Whether it be a new or pre-owned vehicle, let me or any other of our professional sales consultants help you find your next car or truck. You'll be glad you did. So stop by Schmidt Ford of Salem or visit us online at schmidtfordofsalem.com.
Don't just dream about a better job, go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Rend Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Rend Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball.
And we welcome you back. Your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. Chris Hugo here with you. Danny Zerwinski is on assignment as the Rams here fall 55-42 to the Wooden Shoes of Teutopolis in the inaugural game of the Christmas Classic. We'll take a look at your stats, and it won't be a very long Schmidt Chevy postgame. Looking at the team shooting, the Rams were 16 of 38 for the game from inside, 42.1%. They were 3 of 9 outside for 33.3%. 19 of 47 from the floor for 40.4%. Free throw shooting, Rams only went to the line 3 times. 1 of 3 for 33.3%. Looking at the Wooden Shoes, they were 14 of 31 inside. They shot 50% actually from the inside the second half. 14 of 31 for 45.1%. They're 4 of 18 outside. They went 0 of 9 outside the second half. 4 of 18 for 22.2%. 18 of 49 from the floor. 18 of 49 for 36.7%. They were 15 of 19 at the free throw line for 78.9%. T-Town out rebounded Mount Vernon 30-26. Turnover disadvantage belonged to the Rams 21-12. Taking a look at individual scores, the Rams had a team-high 18 for Braden Fitzgerald, had 14 for Shakari Hawkins, 5 for Jake Pike, 4 for Doug Gardner, and a free throw from Gilwan Nelson for their 42. Meanwhile, 2 in double digits for T-Town. Cody Will led the way with 21, 13 for Brett Netty, 8 fourth-quarter points for Reed Hardick, 6 for Bobby Wincy. Those were actually not all in the second half. 3 apiece from Michael Drays and John Umgren, and a point for Devin Smith, and that gets their final score up to Teutopolis 55, Mount Vernon 42. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap her up here from T-Town. We're back on the air tonight. Don't forget, from Effingham. We'll tell you more about that in our final segment of the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
There's a good reason why Second Chance Auto has been in business for 33 years. They believe in doing business the right way, with honest deals. It's the only way they know. And thanks to Second Chance Auto, you don't have to head out of town to get financing. They offer bank rate financing to everyone. Yes, everyone. You'll find a great selection of quality vehicles with 3-month or 3,000-mile warranties. Come see why they've been successful for 33 years at Second Chance Auto. Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
Learn to live healthy, learn to live well, and learn how you can live free from unexpected medical expense with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance and the Page Agency. Health insurance that covers hospital, medical, and surgical expenses offers a wide choice of deductibles and a non-tobacco user discount, too. Rising medical costs don't have to be a problem with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance. This is coverage we hope you'll never need, but you just can't be without. Call the Page Agency at 242-7000 about a major medical health insurance plan today.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
And we welcome you back to J.H. Griffin Gymnasium here for your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Don't forget to log on to SchmidtChevrolet.com. We do owe you a quick scoreboard update. We actually need to get out of here to allow another radio station into space. We'll tell you that on AM 940 today, Woodlawn beat CR 55-49. Century beat Waltonville 60-45. And here from T-Town, the Rams drop one to the Wooden Shoes. Come from behind fashion, 55-42. So that's the scoreboard update presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Find him online at TonyWilt.com. We'll look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. So there you go. There's your scoreboard update. Your player of the game today is Braden Fitzgerald. He had a team-high 18 points, this 13-point loss, but Rams don't have much time to react. They will actually be back at it tonight in Effingham. That's right, they travel to Effingham where they will take on the Green Wave from Mattoon. Airtime expected to be about 5:45. That'll be close to accurate to set the first game out of the gate. We'll have your pregame then. We'll interrupt the afternoon drive with Dawson again. He's been very cordial today and letting us take over the airways, but that's pretty well going to do it for us. 5:45 pregame, Rams with Mattoon from Effingham, 6 o'clock tip-off, 94.1, and WMIXsports.com. That's going to do it for this afternoon session coverage from T-Town. For Quentin Lloyd, back to the studio. For Jeff Crow, for everyone at WMIX Sports. Thank you for accessing our broadcast today. I'm Chris Hugo, reminding you of the final score. The Teutopolis Wooden Shoes 55, with Mount Vernon Rams 42. So long from this half of Effingham County.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. Rams basketball on WMIX Sports is powered by the official voice of Rams Athletics, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Rams basketball is also sponsored in part by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square, and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Red Lake College. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital. Raising the bar. Winning Edge. Schmidt Ford of Salem. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem, Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, All Stars and Stitches, Central Christian Church, and People's National Bank. Stay in the game on Twitter. Follow us at WMIX Sports or log on to WMIXSports.com. Now, back to today's Hot Country on the legendary WMIX.
Today's Hot Country plays here. 94.1 FM, WMIX. Mount Vernon, Marion, Carbondale. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.